Okay, good evening, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the 5 spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, creator, YouTuber, host with the most, misunderstood lonely nomad, unstoppable independent podcaster, and rookie podcaster of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And you're rocking and hanging with the 197th episode of Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast. That's right, folks. We're about down to 3 to 2 episodes away from the 200 episode. How about that, though, man? Yes, we're live and direct from StreamYard and alongside with YouTube and alongside with myself is the Instagram live feed of the podcast show page. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you could be when each episode is going to be dropped. Now the schedule goes Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And the reason I'm recording right now is because I want to have something to post for Wednesday, which is tomorrow. And then I have to worry about Friday, which is tomorrow. That's tomorrow's recording. So I already got that covered. So if you are a new listener or previous listener and you miss any previous episodes whatsoever, old and latest, don't worry. Everything is already uploaded to every streaming platforms, including YouTube, which is where I'm going to segue to, which is the YouTube channel G Money Stacks 555. Make sure you grab that subscribe button for me and tap that noni bell so you can be reminded when the show goes in the air via live stream, including the live stream airtime recording schedule. And of course, be sure to leave a like and a comment along with the episodes, along with the topics being discussed, and of course, be sure to listen, stream, and watch the episodes in case you miss any of them. Also, share the episodes, download these episodes, and I'll handle the rest at the end of the show where you can listen to the episodes on every streaming platform. So I got y'all. So don't worry about that. All right. In the meantime, let's get into a little thing that I like to call the New York Mass Transit Files right here, man. Let's get it. Okay, here it is. All right, so here is the first story in New York Mass Transit News right here in New York. So the Metropolitan Transportation Authority has picked a group of architecture and engineering companies to design Governor Kathy Hochul's $7 billion Penn Station renovation. Wow. So the MTA board on Wednesday voted to approve hiring WSP, FX Collaborative, and British firm John McAslin and partners for the job at a base contract of $58 million. The latter firm is behind the overhaul of the King's Cross Station in London, which would be a promising model for what New York is trying to do with the dark and cavernous Penn Station, said MTA chairperson and CEO Jano Lever at the agency's September 21st board meeting. Um, End quote. That is probably the most significant precedent project for the renovation and reconstruction of existing Penn, and we're thrilled that the teamwork is part of this story, Lever said. The companies will be tasked coming up with a design for the renovation of the notoriously claustrophobic Manhattan Transit Hub into a light-filled and better connected station based off of the Penn Station master plan, according to officials. The proposal is to knock out part of the upper floor to create a single level concourse and a mid block train hall with a 450-foot skylight. The MTA's construction and development division will manage the project together with A-Trak and New Jersey Transit, both of whom use the busy station. The contract is for $57.9 million over 12 months to come up with a preliminary design, but the agency may task the company with add-ons, add-on services as part of the renovation, which could raise the cost by tens of millions of dollars and extend the schedule to more than 8 years. The options range in additional costs from $3.7 million to $152.7 million, according to the approved contract. Those add-ons include more design work for new connections from Penn to nearby subway stations along 34th Street, such as the Herald Square complex on 6th Avenue and Broadway, as well as the 7th and 8th Avenue lines. According to the MTA C&D Chief Jamie Torres Springer, if the extra tasks exceed $100 million currently budgeted in MTA's 5-year capital plan for the work, agency officials will have to come back to the voting board for approval. HOCO launched bidding for the design contract in June. The governor pushed forward massive and controversial Penn Station project launch under her predecessor, Andrew Cuomo, which will use payments from surrounding property developers to partially pay for the scheme, along with a possible future expansion of the station to the south with new tracks. The current renovation does not include any added train capacity. The contract moves the Penn Station project ahead so that construction can begin in 2024, which is 2 years from now. MTA leaders want to work on the Penn upgrades when there's less train traffic there. Between the time Grand Central Madison opens to Long Island Railroad riders at the end of this year, and when the agency brings Metro North Railroad commuters into Penn Station via 4 new stations in the Bronx in 2027, which is about 5 years. We have to take advantage of this window of opportunity when ridership in Penn is significantly reduced, said Lieber. We want to be ready when that new customer pool, who, by the way, is used to Grand Central. A lot of those people rather are used to Grand Central, so you know how they'll feel if they arrive in existing Penn. Lieber said it was also for the designers to figure out what kind of seating the new Penn Station should get. Moynihan Train Hall, the first part of the new Penn Station complex, which opened to Amtrak riders at the beginning of 2021, suffers from a severe lack of benches, leading to riders to sitting on the floors as they wait for their trains. But Lieber wouldn't say whether he thinks benches belong in a modern-day train hall. That's an abstract question, he told reporters in a press conference after the board meeting. We're in a different era, and the key issue is circulation and what is good for the riders and people who use the station. In other transit-related stuff, The city approved taxi medallion relief. The New York City Taxi and Limousine Commission unanimously, by the way, I'm not sure what's going on here. Unanimously approved a deal to restructure taxi medallion debt for cabbies with their largest lender on Wednesday. The panel's September 28th vote makes official a proposal to give long sought relief to a large share of holders of the taxi licenses drowning in debt. The New York Taxi Workers Alliance, which represents about 25,000 members, and Connecticut based investments firm Marblegate Asset Management, the biggest lender to medallion owners in the city, agreed to a framework in late August, and drivers began applying for the payment structure on September 19th. TLC officials have since logged more than 850 restructured loans, resulting in some $200 million in relief, according to Commissioner David Dew. We have been incredibly successful, he said during a virtual TLC meeting, and it is a thanks to all the hard work of not only the Taxi and Limousine Commission, its commissioners, but also our partners, including our lenders and our partner attorneys, and of course the New York Taxi Workers Alliance. The deal allows drivers who took out loans with Marblegate, often through the servicing company Field Point, to reduce their debt to $200,000 and get a $30,000 grant as a down payment. Interesting. The city also acts as a guarantor in case a borrower defaults. But if that happens, the owner is now allowed to invest in a medallion for 5 years. The mayor, Eric Adams' administration, increased the interest rates from an earlier proposal under his predecessor, Bill de Blasio, from 5% to 7.3%, and monthly payments from $1,122 to $1,234, which the TLCs due on Wednesday chalked up to inflation and the Federal Reserve hiking interest rates. Drivers and advocates hailed the move as saving lives of owners of the once coveted medallion licenses, which give the exclusive right to pick up the riders hailing down cabs on the street. The permit's value was artificially inflated by predatory lenders and city officials until the bubble burst, with the arrival of competition from Uber and Lyft, leaving thousands of owners in deep debt, with some resorting to suicide. Oh, wow. Last year, taxi drivers went on hunger strike for more than a month outside City Hall, calling for more help from the city. And de Blasio agreed to expanding his so-called medallion relief program to meet their demands. We are starting to see the end of the end of the tunnel. I mean, I'm so excited, said Mohamedou Aliyu, a cabbie of more than 2 decades during the hearing. I went all over to beg for mercy, to ask for help, and then here I am. You guys are throwing a saving life vest to me and my children. The Taxi Workers Alliance's executive director said she had seen the life-changing effects on drivers who poured into the organization's Queens offices in recent weeks to apply for the program. End quote. All the sacrifices that people made because the money was no longer left on the table for food and shelter and education and healthcare was instead going to pay for high mortgages and predatory loans is now going into the hands of our families, said Baravi Desai. We met members who had gone homeless, had been living in the back of their cabs over several years, who talked about being able to have stable housing again, she added. Marblegate borrowers have until yeah, that deadline already passed already. September 30th, that already passed. To come up and come to the alliances on 31 37th Avenue offices in Dutch Kills to avail of the deal, according to the side. She estimated that some 1,500 to 2,000 medallion owners had debt with that firm, and another 1,000 are with other companies that her organization will work with to process through the end of the year. Marblegate has really helped lead the way to bring the financial community to the table, the side told AM New York Metro. I think it's giving confidence to the rest of the industry that the program is real and literally bankable. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let me make sure I get to the serious stuff first. So we got a we got a issue here since flu season is around the corner, and there's some omicron subvariants that we need to talk about here. So that's the topic of chatting all the jazz right here. So here it is. Yes, I know people are tired of hearing about, you know, your omicron omicron subvariants and stuff like that, but it hasn't gone away. And I bring this up because this has to do with the new ones that I just heard about just recently. Um so this is according to the Time website. All right, so here it is, man. So let's break this down. With another potential COVID-19 surge looming, experts are turning their attention to a pair of new variants, or actually subvariants, that are steadily spreading, and it's called the BQ.1 and the BQ.1.1. Both BQ.1 and BQ.1.1 descended from BA.5, an Omicron subvariant that currently accounts for about 68% of COVID 19 cases in the US. But BA.5's relatives are quickly gaining ground. BQ.1 and BQ.1.1 each accounted for 5.7 of new COVID-19 cases in the US during the week ending October 15th, according to data from the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Combined, that's about 11% of new cases nationwide. In New York and New Jersey, the total proportion was closer to 20%. This is some serious shit, folks. This is not a laughing matter. A few weeks ago, these variants barely showed up on the CDC's tracker, which suggests they are able to spread fast. Of the two, BQ.1.1 is more concerning, says Dr. Eric Topol, founder of the Scripps Research Translational Institute and a close watcher of COVID 19 research. Both have a number of mutations relative to BA.5, but BQ.1.1 is just riddled with troublesome mutations that could pose a threat to our immune system's response, Topol says. If there's any good news about BQ1, no BQ.1 and BQ.1.1, it's related to vaccination. The new Omicron specific boosters were designed to target BA4 and BA5, and preliminary research suggests they stoke an effective immune response. Since BQ.1 and BQ.1.1 are both related to BA.5, the new shots will also certainly provide some cross protection. White House medical advisor Dr. Anthony Fauci told CBS News. That's yet another reason to get boosted, which less than 10% of eligible Americans have reportedly done so far. Um, let's see. It's too soon to say exactly how the bivalent boosters will work against newer strains, like these. But Topol encourages anyone eligible to get one. That's the best thing you can do right now to arm up against any of these new variants, Topol says. Just keep your immune system as primed and ready as possible. More research is needed about BQ.1 and BQ.1.1, but a study posted online in October warned that current herd immunity and BA.5 vaccine boosters may not provide sufficiently broad protection against infection as the virus continues to evolve. The researchers found that BQ.1.1 is able to evade antibodies from past BA.5 infections, which suggests it may also be able to dodge protection from vaccines. The study also found that monoclonal antibody drugs, including Evusheld, which is used to protect people who are immunocompromised and do not respond well to COVID-19 vaccines, are less effective against BQ.1.1 compared to earlier strains of the virus. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration also recently warned healthcare providers that Evusheld may not neutralize all variants of SARS CoV 2. While vaccines and boosters are currently the best tools we have to fight COVID-19, the emergence of the BQ variants is further proof that they are not um that they are not enough to fully shield people from sickness. If an invasive variant like BQ.1 or BQ.1.1 spreads widely this winter, and some lines of defense are rendered less effective, other precautions like masking and avoiding crowded indoor areas may be necessary to protect against infection. Damn, man. I thought we was out of this shit, but unfortunately we're not. And there's more. We gotta talk about the triple demic. We gotta talk about the triple demic here, man. And what this basically is. Hold on a second, man. Okay, so let's get into it though, and what this triple demic shit is about. Let's see. So health officials are warning people about a potential spike in COVID-19 flu and respiratory syncytial virus cases. They are calling it a triple demic. A triple demic. The concern is there could be an uptick in cases this season in all three, especially in children. The warning comes amid a possible disease outbreak at Stafford High School. Yikes. Stafford High School, out of all places. Oh boy. Yeah, this is crazy, man. Yes, Stafford High School. After nearly half the student body missed class last week. Since then, the school district says several students tested. Wait a minute. Yes, tested positive for the flu, and more are showing respiratory illness symptoms. Um, So COVID-19 cases have reportedly risen nationwide, apparently in the last 2 years as everyone masked up and practiced social distancing, plus distance learning and working from home. The cold and respiratory illness declined. Now they are back with a vengeance. For the most part, the restrictions put in place during COVID no longer exist. That means COVID-19 will now coexist with what's expected to be a robust cold, respiratory illness, and flu season, a triple demic. Patty Ollinger, the executive director of the Global Biorisk Advisory Council, says parents should protect themselves and their children now before Halloween. Doctors say they're seeing cases of the cold and flu and respiratory virus surface earlier this season compared to years past. Also, another triple demic stuff is we gotta break down what this RSV is actually. So that's why I had to do a triple topic here. Um, okay, so what is RSV? RSV. Okay, so RSV is a common respiratory virus that usually causes mild cold-like symptoms. Children's hospitals in parts of the US are seeing a surge in a common respiratory illness that can cause severe breathing problems for babies. RSV, no, RSV, excuse me. Damn it. Um, okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on a minute here. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Okay, RSV cases fell dramatically 2 years ago. Um, as the slam-demic shut down schools, daycares, and businesses with restrictions easing in the summer of 2021, doctors saw an alarming increase in what is normally a fall and winter virus. Damn. Now it's back again, and doctors are bracing for the possibility that RSV, flu, and COVID-19 could combine to stress hospitals. Ah, shit. The calling it an emergency, said Dr. Juan Salazar of Connecticut Children's Hospital, where RSV has caused a shuffling of patients into playrooms and other spaces not normally used for beds. The institution explored using a National Guard field hospital, but has set aside that option for now. Um, so what is RSV, you ask? It stands for respiratory syncytial virus, a common cause of mild cold-like symptoms such as runny nose, cough, and fever. Nearly all U.S. children normally catch an RSV infection by age 2. Not the case in this scenario. People are affect are people infected are usually contagious for 3 to 8 days. Babies and people with weakened immune systems can spread RSV for up to 4 weeks. There is no vaccine for it, though several candidates are in testing. Who does it affect? Everyone can get RSV, but it causes the most threat to infants, older adults, and other vulnerable people who can get serious airway and lung infections. Um, among U.S. kids under age 5, RSV typically leads to 58,000 hospitalizations and up to 500 deaths in a year. For adults 65 and older, RSV causes 177,000 hospitalizations and 14,000 deaths yearly. For babies, the struggle to breathe can interfere with eating, and that's really when we start to worry, said Dr. Melanie Kitagawa of Texas Children's Hospital in Houston, where more than 40 children have RSV. Oh, wow. They are breathing fast, breathing deep. We see them using muscles in their chest to help them breathe. Kitagawa said, "These are kids who are having difficulty taking a bottle because their breathing is being impacted and they can't coordinate both at once. So why is there an increase, you ask? The virus is encouraging a highly vulnerable population of babies and children who were sheltered from common bugs during the slandemic lockdowns. Immune systems might not be as prepared to fight the virus after more than 2 years of masking, which offered protection, according to Dr. Elizabeth Mack of Medical University of South Carolina. South Carolina is drowning in RSV, Max said in a news release. The surge arrived earlier this year than normal, she said. For babies, their mothers may not have been infected with RSV during pregnancy, which could have given the children some immunity. U.S. health officials have noted a rise this month in national reports of respiratory illness, which they say is at least partly due to the early spread of flu in much of the South. Last week, more than 7,000 tests came back positive for RSV, according to CDC figures. That's more than in previous surges. Is there a treatment? Unfortunately, there's no specific treatment, so it's a matter of managing symptoms and letting the virus run its course. Doctors may prescribe oral steroids or an inhaler to make breathing easier. In serious cases, patients in the hospital may get oxygen, a breathing tube, or a ventilator. What do doctors recommend? Prevent the spread of viruses by washing your hands thoroughly and staying home when you are sick. If you are worried your child is having a severe breathing problem, do not hesitate to go to an emergency department or call 911, said Dr. Um, Russell Megida of Seattle Children's Hospital, where RSV is on the rise. Yeah, and this is look, um, we may have to go back to our face covers, man, and I'll tell you why in a second. For less severe medical problems, Megida said, call your regular health care provider for advice. Use telehealth or go to urgent care. In Chicago on Saturday, Dr. Juanita Mora saw a family of 5 kids with RSV, ranging from a 3-year-old to a teenager. Fearing what's ahead this winter, she's telling everyone to get a flu shot and a COVID-19 booster. We don't want a triple whammy, a triple slamdemic, Morris said. Yeah, I have to say this, man. I really gotta say this though, man, before I go into the next topic, man. Especially those out there who are parents and got kids and stuff. There's like not only the omicron subvariants, but it's also the RSV thing that I've been hearing about, which is very concerning to me actually. So I just and the crazy shit is there is no vaccine for it too. So the best way to do is to actually not only wash your hands with water and soap, but you can also use hand sanitizer to prevent that from happening. And yes, this is just to let you know what's going on since flu season is around the corner, especially winter. So I'd be prepared to have your face covers ready and all that great stuff for not only fall but for winter as well. So get your face covers ready. because you don't want that RSV thing, man. That shit is not a joke, and this is not to laugh at. We don't want a triple whammy of a slamdemic. We don't want a triple whammy of the slamdemic. We don't want that shit though. You know what I'm saying? So just do what you can and just and just and just be safe. That's all I can say right there. Man. Okay, that was heavy. That was some heavy shit though. Yeah, that was some heavy shit though, man, if you really think about it though. Let's see. Let's go to our next topic here. Next topic is going to be um next topic is going to be about all right. So this happened recently, and I actually saw this. So R&B and actress s- and act R&B singer and actor Ginuwine passes out. Here's what's happening here, according to ET Online. Ginuwine attempted to conquer his fear at a Chris Angel magic show, and while things quickly went are we? A rep for the R&B singer tells ET everything's okay. The In Those Jeans singer volunteered for the stunt for the 54-year-old magician's Magic with the Stars show in Las Vegas earlier this week. According to the Daily Mail, who first broke the story, the stunt involved Ginuwine submerging underwater as he attempted to hold his breath. The singer was trying to overcome his fear of being underwater. He can't hold his breath for longer than 15 seconds. The outlet reported that despite rehearsals not going well, the singer went ahead with the show, moving people to tears. In video and photos obtained by the Daily Mail, Genuine can be seen inside in a closed water tank. Very quickly into the stunt, the singer appears to panic, and that's when crew members standing by quickly open the tank and remove the singer. They ask him if he's okay, and the singer nods his head yes before he's carried onto the surface. It's at this point when the singer passed out. A source told the Daily Mail that it all happened so fast, it was like he got tapped out in a fight. A rep for the singer tells ET that Genuine is okay and he made a full recovery. He is conquering his fear. The rep adds. Fortunately, everything is okay as he was working with Chris Angel, who's the best in the business. Genuine is one of a slew of celebs taking part in the show at the Chris Angel Theater at Planet Hollywood. Donny Osmond and Frankie Muniz are just some of the others slated to join. With comedian Eddie Griffin set to host. Angel is no stranger to stunts gone wrong at his own show. Back in 2017, the magician opened up about a scary incident in which he lost consciousness while attempting an upside down straitjacket escape after he was promptly rushed to the hospital. This is real, Angel told ABC News of the incident at the time. I blurred the line between reality and illusion, but this demonstration and the risk that are at stake are no joke. Fascinatingly, the magician returned to the stage one night after the accident to perform the same stunt that left him unconscious at the previous show. Of course, the magician added, "What doesn't kill you make you stronger, and for me, it's always about pushing my envelope." Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So thank goodness that Ginuwine is all right. And I didn't know he was 54, which is crazy though, man. I didn't know he was 54. That right there is very interesting. Um, so so yeah. All right, so let's get into the next thing right here. So let's get into, of course, let's get into Usher, another R&B singer, who basically was in a Las Vegas residency. So here's what's going on here with that. Usher revealed this past weekend that Usher My Way, the Vegas residency, which concluded in other blockbuster run at the Dolby Live at Park MGM, has sold out every one of its 8 forthcoming performances from October 14th through the 29th. Of course, there are still a few tickets available for Usher's 25 newly announced concert dates in 2023. The show specially created for the sizable Dolby Live stage and presented in collaboration with Live Nation and MGM Resorts International, provides audiences with an extraordinary immersive experience through extravagant costumes and cutting edge lighting, video, and special effects technology. Yeah, you remind me, my boo. Love in this club. Oh my gosh, and You Make Me Wanna are just a few of the popular songs featured in the exclusive Only in Vegas extravaganza. The show also features audience participation and staging spread throughout the 5,200 seat entertainment venue, giving each spectator an up close and personal encounter with the superstar. Additionally, Usher's new look Incorporated will receive $1 for every ticket purchase for Usher's Las Vegas residency dates in 2023, thanks to Usher, Live Nation, Las Vegas, and MGM Resorts. Yes, Usher then a young man just out of his teens found UNL in 1999 to transform the lives of neglected adolescents via the development of passionate global leaders. The group has reached more than 50,000 young people in its 23-year history. The UNL peer-to-peer program methodology and curriculum offer kids in undeserved communities access, awareness, and empowerment to set them on a path to leadership and assist them in selecting a course of study and a profession that appeals to interests. Wow, that's pretty dope though, man. That's pretty dope. And you want to know what's dope? He had a birthday. Usher had a birthday recently. Um Okay, so the superstar crooner was surprised Friday night when a bunch of his closest pals came out to say happy birthday to Mr. Raymond at Nomad Library in Vegas, hosted by Amazon Music. Usher has a residency at MGM, and during his show, Chris Brown, Jermaine Dupri, and Anita Baker showed up to perform, wishing the R&B legend a happy 44th. So Baker sang happy birthday, and she wasn't the only one. Mm. Yes. This is quite interesting. Um. Yep. Hold on a minute. Um. After the concert, Usher got the big surprise at Nomad. The Pre and Brian Michael Cox were on the ones and twos as DJs for the festivities, but stopped the music so everyone at the shindig could sing their own happy birthday. As for who showed up, Paulo the Don, Keith Thomas, Hazel E., Kendrick Sampson, Floyd Mayweather, and Jonta Austin. Wow. The party moved to Mayweather's Vegas skating rink at around 3:30 a.m. Skate Rock City for some late night skating. And of course, beats Chuck E. Cheese for sure. Ooh, that has to be slamming right there, man. Yes. Of course. All right, so let's get into let's get into Drake. Um, yes, let's get into Drake. Hold on a second. Let's go to the nominations that he got. All right, so I didn't get a chance to check out the hip hop awards this year, but I'll do highlights though. So here's what's happening according to the BET website. Um, so I didn't watch it. So today, BET announced the nominees for the 17th annual BET Hip Hop Awards, honoring honoring the past year in hip hop music across 17 categories selected by a voting academy of esteemed music industry insiders, hosted by Grammy nominated recording artist, actor, entrepreneur, and media personality Fat Joe. The BET Hip Hop Awards 2022 will take from the Cobb Energy Performing Arts Center in Atlanta, Georgia on Friday, which already happened and already premiered on October 4th. Certified Lover Boy Drake leads this year's nominations with an impressive 14 nods, including Best Live Performer, Lyricist of the Year, Hip Hop Album of the Year, Hip Hop Artist of the Year, Hustler of the Year, twice for Sweet 16, Best Feature Verse, 3 for Best Collaboration, twice for Best Hip Hop Video, and twice for Song of the Year. Kanye West follows with 10 nods, including Best Live Performer, Hip Hop Alum of the Year, Hip Hop Artist of the Year, Producer of the Year, Hustler of the Year, Best Hip Hop Video, Best Collaboration, Song of the Year, Impact Track, and Sweet 16 Best Performer Verse. Kendrick Lamar's 9 nods include Best Live Performer, Lyricist of the Year, Hip Hop Album of the Year, Hip Hop Artist of the Year, twice for Impact Track, Video Director of the Year, Best Hip Hop Video, and Best Collaboration. Feature rounds out the top 4 with an impressive 8 nods. Baby Keem, Cardi B, and J. Cole are tied with each earning 6 nods. Other notable nominations include Doja Cat, Latto, Lil Durk, Thames, and Young Thug, each of whom received 3 nominations. Benny the Butcher, City Girls, Fabio Foreign, Glorilla, Jay-Z, Megan Thee Stallion, Nas, and Usher received 2 nominations each. And of course, there's a complete list. So, Best Hip Hop Video, DMB, A$AP Rocky, Family Ties, Baby Keem, and Kendrick Lamar, Good Love City. Hot Shit, Cardi B, Kanye West, and Lil Durk, London Bia, and J. Cole, Wait For You, featuring Drake and Thames, Way Too Sexy, Drake featuring Future and Young Thug. Of course, you have the best collaboration, Family Ties, Baby Keem, and Kendrick Lamar, Good Love City Girls featuring Usher. Hot Shit, Cardi B, Kanye West, and Lil Durk. Jimmy Cooks, Drake featuring 21 Savage. Johnny P's Caddy, Benny the Butcher, and J. Cole. Wait For You featuring Drake and Thames. Way Too Sexy, Drake featuring Future and Young Thug. So best duo or group, 42 Doug and ESTG. Big Sean and Hit Boy, Birdman and Young Boy Never Broke Again. Blast and Bino Rideau. The Baby and Young Boy Never Broke Again. Young Boy, yeah. Earth Gang, Styles P and Havoc. And of course, Best Live Performer, Cardi B, Doja Cat, Drake, J. Cole, Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator, Lyricist of the Year, Baby King, Benny the Butcher, Drake, J. Cole, Jack Harlow, Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar. And then the Video Director of the Year, you have Benny Boom, Burna Boy, Cole Bennett, Colin Tilley, Director X, Kendrick Lamar, and Dave Free, Tiana Taylor. Song of the Year, Big Energy, Latto, FNF, Let's Go, Hit Kid, and Glorilla. First Class, Jack Harlow, Hot Shit, Cardi B, Kanye West, and Lil Durk. Super Gremlin, Kodak Black, ew. Wait for You featuring Drake and Tim's. Way Too Sexy, Drake featuring Future and Young Thug. So Hip Hop Album of the Year, 777 Lotto, Certified Lover Boy Drake, Donda Kanye West, I Never Like You Future, It's Almost Dry, Pusha T, King's Disease 2, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, Kendrick Lamar, Hip Hop Artist of the Year, Cardi B, Doja Cat, Drake, Future, Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, Megan Thee Stallion. Producer of the Year, ATL Jacob, Baby King, Hit Boy, Hitmaker, aka Young Berg, Kanye West, Metro Boomin, and Pharrell Williams. Best Breakout Hip Hop Artist, Baby King, Blast, Adochi, Fabio Foreign, Glorilla, Nardo Wick, Saucy Santana. DJ of the Year, D Nice, DJ Cassidy, DJ Drama, DJ the late great DJ K Slay, DJ Premier, K Tronada, Mustard, Nyla Simone, LA Leakers, DJ Sour Milk, and Justin Incredible. And Best Hip Hop Platform, Big Boys Neighborhood, Breakfast Club, Carisha Please, Complex, Drink Champs, Hip Hop DX, $1 million Worth of Game, NPR Tiny Desk, Versus, and of course, Hustle of the Year. You got 50 Cent, Cardi B, DJ Khaled, Drake, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Megan Thee Stallion, of course, Sweet 16 Best Feature Verse. So you got Drake, Churchill, Downs, Jack Harlow, featuring Drake, J. Cole, Poke It Out, Wale featuring J. Cole, J. Cole, London, Bia, and J. Cole, Lil Baby, Girls Want Girls, Drake featuring Lil Baby, Kanye West, City of Gods, Fabio Foreign, Kanye West, and Alicia Keys, Drake, Wait For You featuring Drake and Thames, Jadakiss, Black Illuminati, damn. Oh man, Freddie Gibbs featuring Jadakiss. All right, we got Impact Tracks, About Damn Time, Lizzo, City of Gods, Fabio Foreign, Kanye West, and Alicia Keys, Family Ties, Baby Keem, and Kendrick Lamar. Nobody. Nas featuring Miss Lauryn Hill. Not sure how to pronounce this, but Latto. The Heart Part 5, Kendrick Lamar, Woman, Doja Cat. Best International Flow, Benjamin Epps. What the hell? Never even heard of these people, man. I never even heard of these people. Let me not go through that, man. Sorry. Sorry, I don't want to end up getting caught up with this shit though. Anyway, so let's get into winners from Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Let's get into it according to Newsweek. The BET Hip Hop Awards took place on Tuesday, honoring the best songs, artists, and live performers this genre has to offer. Taking place at the Cobb Theater in Atlanta, the 17th annual awards ceremony was hosted by Fat Joe, and a number of musicians put on show-stopping performances such as Glorilla and Lil Kim. Hold on a minute here. Why is this always happening? All right. I don't know what's happening here. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into this shit though. Yes. Okay, Newsweek has everything you need to know about who the big winners are of the night. So let's get into it. So Drake had the lead nominees with a total of 14 nominations to his name, with the artist winning two for Sweet 16 Best Featured Verse Award and Best Collaboration alongside Future and Thames. Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar featured Baby Keem, Cardi B, and J. Cole also nominated the list of nominees. Ye had 10 nominations, while Cardi B was nominated 6 times, and Lamar received 8 nods. Lamar was one of the biggest winners of the night, as the musician earned 6 awards at the event, including Hip Hop Artist of the Year and Hip Hop Album of the Year for his release, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Other big names to win at the BET Hip Hop Awards show included 50 Cent, who took home the Hustler of the Year award, and Lizzo, who won the Impact Track award for About Damn Time. Latto um won the award for Song of the Year for the this track Big Energy, while Glorilla won Best Breakthrough Hip Hop Artist Award, and Hitmaker was named the Producer of the Year. Um, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, wow. So we already read through all of this already. So damn, so Kendrick Lamar is like the main winner in all of this. Actually, there's some other people, and I already actually just mentioned them already. So all right, so let's get into another topic. So let's see. Hang on a second. Let's get to um let's see. Um all right, hold on. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Sorry about that. Um okay, let's get into T Grizzly. Let's get into T Grizzly. Hold on a second. So let's see. Okay, T Grizzly. Here we go. All right, so T Grizzly, as you may know, I actually previously talked about him when he said he was making money off of playing games, video games. So according to TMZ, and Teams of Hip Hop, of course. T Grizzly just released his new album, Chapters of the Trenches, and the Detroit born rappers fans better soak it up because it's also his last. He's closing the book on his music career. The video game industry has been kind to T and his pockets amid the COVID-19 quarantine. During a new interview with Bootleg Kev, he claimed to bring in 6 figures monthly from his growing GTA role playing empire alone. According to T, he hasn't been to a club in a minute and would rather sit at home making bank online than risk an altercation for an appearance fee, even if leaving 5 figures on the table makes his manager Melissa Tuon upset. TG's denouncing rap altogether. He says it all sounds the same now, so he's rebranding himself as a professional gamer and part-time movie director who's tired of the BS with the music industry. Yeah, with GTA 6 currently in development, the digital sky's the limit for TG's Grizzly World. Part of the reason he could be backing away from hip hop is the recent loss of his close friend P&B Rock, who TG saw in September, the day before he was murdered. TG was genuine, says genuine friends in the music industry are hard to close hard to come by. Um, Taking the loss that much more crippling. Yeah, I don't blame him. I really don't blame him, man, for stepping away from music, from hip hop and stuff. I don't blame him. Uh, yeah, and if he wants to venture off to video game and being a movie director, then that's pretty fine of him. I mean, do what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? Do you, T Grizzly? And little baby. Let's talk little baby. Hold on. Yes. So let's talk little baby for a sec. Little baby received the Quincy Jones Humanitarian Award at the 2022 Music in Action Awards Gala on Thursday, September 22nd at the Hilton in Beverly Hills, California. Little Baby will be honored for his contribution to racial and social justice inside and outside of the music industry. Recently, the Grammy winning rapper hosted his third annual Back to School Fest at Atlanta's West End Mall in partnership with Gooder. Um, the event provided more than 3,000 local children with music, games, carnival rides, food, backpacks, school supplies, and haircuts. Additionally, Lil Baby worked with Atlanta restor- restaurateur Lamont Bradley to offer 100 jobs to young adults and establish the $150,000 My Turn scholarship program for students at his former high school. Yes, that's yes. That's very, very, very fun and interesting. Yes. Glad he's giving I'm glad he's actually doing something to give back though. And that's pretty dope of him though, you know what I'm saying? You know. All right, so the event sponsored by the Black Music Action Coalition. Oh boy. Um hold on a second here. Um hold on. What is going on here? All right, so let's get to hold on a second. Where do we leave off here? Sorry, but my tablet is acting a little strange, but oh my gosh. Okay, so wait. Where did I even okay, yes. Yes, so the event sponsored by the Black Music Action Coalition celebrates artists, executives, businesses, entrepreneurs, activists, and companies that have utilized their platforms to affect social change over the past year. Music manager David Ali, whose clients include Kalani, will receive the, the B Mac Black Future Now Award. Gail Mitchell, Billboard's executive director, R&B, hip hop, and Shirley Halperin, Variety's executive editor of music, will each be honored with the B Mac 365 award, an award given to a person, company, or organization that has consistently supported social change throughout the year. The Weeknd and her received the Quincy Jones Humanitarian Award at the 2021 Music in Action Awards. These other two awards are new this year. As previously announced, BMAC will honor Big John Platt, chairman and CEO of Sony Music Publishing, with the Clarence Avant Trailblazer Award. Kevin Lau, CEO of 300 Music, Amazon Music, and the Recording Academy will each be honored with the BMAC Social Impact Award. Journalist Nicole Hannah Jones, attorney and author Brittany K. Barnett, and culture creator Joy Brown will receive the BMAC Change Agent Award. Congresswoman Maxine Waters will receive the inaugural BMAC Icon Award. The 2022 Music in Action Awards Gala will be co-hosted by singer and Bel Air actress Coco Jones and entertainment lifestyle figure Kenny Burns. R&B recording artist Man Moore, the sons of Wanya Morris of Boys to Men, will do a special performance of Lift Every Voice and Sing, often dubbed the Black National Anthem. Oh gosh. Of course, it took place on Sunday, September 18th, with an inaugural Black Future Now brunch. The BMAC Music in Action Awards are the only awards of its kind in the music industry. Karen Veasley, Black Music Action Coalition co-founder and co-chair, said in a statement, "It is a feel great event where we come together not to celebrate our own individual accomplishments, but to celebrate what the honorees are given to um and done for others. The road we have all been driving on toward racial and social justice have been long. It's been uphill and it definitely has not been easy. So to take an evening out to shine a light on those who have given of themselves to make a way for someone else is a welcome rest stop on the freeway to equality." The 2022 BMAC Music in Action Award Gala will celebrate the organization's accomplishments over the last year and highlight upcoming initiatives. BMAC has been instrumental in addressing systemic racism with the music business and advocating on behalf of Black artists, songwriters, producers, managers, agents, executives, lawyers, and other industry professionals. VZ is on the BMAC board of directors along with Willie Prophet Stiggers, Ashana Ayers, Naima Cochran, Jamil Davis, Sean Holiday, Damian Smith, and Courtney Stewart. The BMAC advisory board includes Jones, Avant, and Irving Azoff. And for more information regarding the Black Music Action Coalition and the Music in Action Gala Awards, visit um, you can visit the website, which is BMA coalition.org. Yeah. In other little baby news, let's get into that right there. Little baby, um, little baby has the number one lands his third number one to be exact on the Billboard 200 chart. Um, as It's Only Me debuts atop the tally. The set earned 216,000 equivalent albums units in the US in the week of ending October 20th, according to Luminate. It also claims the largest streaming week for an album in 2022. Lil Baby previously topped the list with The Voice of the Heroes, um, a collaborative set with Lil Durk in 2021, and My Turn 2020. The latter finished 2020 as Luminate's most popular album of the year. It's Only Me was announced in early September and marks the rapper's sixth top 10 all consecutive on the Billboard 200. And we have also in the top 10 of the new Billboard 200 Red Hot Chili Peppers. Red Hot Chili Peppers, of course. Yes. Yes, they're still around. Second album of 2022, Return of the Dream Catine, enters at number 3. The 1975's Being Funny in a Foreign Language starts at number 7. And Bailey Zimmerman's debut effort Leave the Night or the Leave the Light On bows at number 9. The Billboard 200 ranks the most popular albums of the week in the US based on multi-metric consumption as measured in equivalent um, albums and album units complied by Illuminate. Units comprise album sales, track equivalent albums, uh, and streaming equipment albums. Each unit equals one album. Yes, each unit equals one album. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Wait a minute. Okay. Yes, each unit equals one album sale, or 10 individual tracks sold from an album, or 3,750 ad supported, or 1,250 paid subscription on demand official audio and video streams. Generated by songs from an album. The new October 29th, 2022 dated chart will be posted in full of Billboard's website on October 25th, which is today. For all chart news, follow Billboard and all that other stuff. On Follow Billboard and Billboard charts on both Twitter and Instagram. If of It's Only Me 216,000 equivalent album unit earned, SEA units comprise 209,000 album sales comprise 6,500 and TEA units comprise 500. Bad Bunny's former number one on Verano CT is a non-mover at number 2 on the Billboard 200 with 72,000 equivalent album units earned. So it's down by 5%. Red Hot Chili Peppers' second album of 2022, Return of the Dream Canteen, debuts at number 3 with 63,000 equivalent album units earned. Of that sum, alum sales comprise 56,000, SEA units 7,000, and TEA units comprise a negligible sum. Return of the Dream Canteen follows the band's top charting Unlimited Love, which debuted atop the list dated April 16th. Notably on the top album sales chart, the Peppers have scored a pair of number ones in the 2022, making it the first group with 2 number one rock albums on the chart in less than 12 months since 2005. Okay, I'm not gonna stay on this Billboard website. So congratulations to Lil Baby for receiving the number one music project that's on Billboard on the top 100, Billboard top 100, 200 to be exact. So let's make some noise for Lil Baby. All right, we go to Latto. Okay, Stacey Abrams is leaning into her celeb connections to rally support ahead of Election Day, which landed her on stage with Latto to deliver a message about abortion rights in Georgia. The candidate for governor came out during Latto's Saturday night gig in ATL, and not coincidentally, she came out as the rapper performed Pussy, the anthem she wrote after the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade. Abrams was kicking it with backup dancers as Latto did her thing and carried My Body, My Choice sign over the head the whole time. When the song was over, she got on the mic and told the crowd, "I just want to remind you that if you believe in my body, my choice, I need your vote," Abrams said. Playing to the crowd, Abrams referenced Latto's mega hit as she yelled, "I need your big energy. Let's get it." Last week's Abrams debated her opponent, Georgia's current governor Brian Kemp, and early voting has already opened in the state. Expect to see Abrams at several celeb events in the next couple of weeks. She already has Oprah stumping for her in the Peach State. And another lot of news, of course. Let's get into that. Of course, my Capricorn sis, the share zodiac sign that doubles as a greeting from Latto, age 23, to Flo Milli, age 22, is just one of the two MCs many similarities. Both hail from the southeast. Both are tattooed with their lucky number 7, and neither of them has ever been to iFly Atlanta, the indoor skydiving venue across the street from the stadium where the Atlanta Braves play. That's interesting. Oh boy. That's interesting. Hold on a minute here. That's interesting. Hang on one second. I need to get a look at. All right. Let me get it. Let me get to the. Hold on. Flo Milli. Wow. Hold on a second, folks. Flo Milli. Let me just see this. Okay. Okay, Latto and Flo Milli are not falling into the pitfall of rap rivalries. Instead, the two MCs embrace the importance of female rappers supporting each other. Supporting each other. Let me see. The Clay Cove musician and an Alabama native are among the artists who sat down for Rolling Stones musicians package, in which the two discussed life and their music careers. Latto and Flo's interview, which will appear in Rolling Stone's November print edition, was published on YouTube on Friday, October 21st, excuse me. I can't remember multiple times where they tried to pin us against each other, and it's like the way we build our strength. We build our strength is by going against that. Actually saying, "Nah, this is my sister. I'm gonna show y'all I support her in front of y'all," Millie said. Millie continued, "I think it's important to do that, especially as young artists coming into the game, because everybody comes from different places. People don't know. Every time we was doing interviews for BT, they were like, 'Oh, Lotto, showing you love.' We need that at times." The conceited artist began rapping as a child 2 years ago. She seemingly blew up overnight when her record Beef Flow Mix went viral on TikTok. Latto landed early notoriety after being named the winner of the rap game in 2016. Since then, she garnered hit after hit and amassed an enormous fan base, including celebrities like Mariah Carey. The Big Energy rapper piggybacked on Flo's comment about showing support to other artists, adding, "We all get discouraged, and then that one little recognition from somebody, even if it's your peer or if it's someone way bigger than you, it's just motivates you." I remember seeing Cardi saying she fucked with me. She also said the newfound notoriety from her industry peers is still mind blowing. Wow. Yeah, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good, man. Showing love to one another. Yeah. All right, so let's see what else we got to talk about. Let me see what else we got to talk about here. Of course, Cameron. Forgot, I forgot about Cameron. Let's get into that. Cameron and A-Tracks. Let's get into that. Um, okay, and then I'll get to Tipsy Scoop next. Um, well, 2022. Well, damn, 2022 just got even more lethal with the hip hop releases. We've seen some quality projects from the likes of many dope artists since the year started, and the notion is still full in effect. Of course, Cameron is a staple in the rap community and has been since the early 2000s. On the other hand, super producer and music executive A-Trak has been uh putting it on quite some time and still going hard with his craft. When you combine these two ingredients into one pot, you are mostly certainly going to be served one hell of an entry. To make matters even better, legendary music exec Dame Dash is a part of the equation, serving as an executive producer. Today, Cameron and A-Trak connect for their long-awaited "You Wasn't There" album. Let's see. After meeting um in 2014, A-Trak and Cameron formed an unlikely friendship, which led to a series of demos that were set to become the Federal Reserve EP. Yet, despite hyping up the release in a story for Complex, that collaboration never came to fruition. Undeterred, A-Trak continued to press the rapper to produce a new album of material, assembling an all-star team of collaborators, including Conway the Machine, Jim Jones, Pop Khan, Styles P, and Joel Santana to appear on the forthcoming record. The result, according to a release, is an album that showcases Cameron as a king at the top of his game, reflecting on his legacy. Dame Dash credited as an executive producer, this album has potential to be in the running for album of the year for sure. Real raps have been making a comeback in recent years, and it is a beautiful thing to witness. Check out the latest album now. So there it is. So you go check it out on streaming platforms, Spotify, and wherever you get your music from. All right. So we're gonna get into let me see. 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 Um. Yes. Let's get into DJ drama. I'm sorry. I forgot about that too. Okay, DJ drama. Hold on. Let me see. 122. Okay. Okay. 122. DJ Drama is following up on his promise of new music, teaming up with Snoop Dogg for the new mixtape Gangsta Grills. I Still Got It. The new project has 13 songs and blends Snoop with Juicy J, Dave East, Trinidad James, Corrupt, Dash Dillinger, and members of the Death Row Records roster. You can hear the new release below, and be sure to return tomorrow to hear Drama's collaboration with Jeezy Snowfall. Hmm. And let's see. I think that's wait a minute. Wait. Hold on a second. One moment. Okay, one moment. One moment. All right. So, yeah. And other DJ drama news, let's get into that as well. So there is okay. So basically, let's get into it. Jeezy has reflected back on the feud he had with DJ Drama back in 2009 and said they patched things up because of how heated it got. On Thursday, October 20th, the Snowman stopped by the Breakfast Club to talk about the pair's new mixtape Snowfall, which dropped on Friday, October 21st. The new project was the first joint effort from DJ Drama and Jeezy since their iconic mixtapes Trap or Die. The Streets is Watching and Can't Ban the Snowman. Despite the success of these records, uh, Despite the success of these records, the pair began feuding around 2009 after Jeezy accused Drama of changing up. He just changed, period. Look at his crew. Jeezy told Double XL at the time, the same niggas ain't around him. You ain't never been in no streets. I could never have no beef with a nigga like that. He's a cornball. Wow. Saying isn't so. Saying isn't so. Saying isn't so, man. Um, Saying it is so. Anyway, I'm gonna actually yeah, he's a cornball. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, so things then came to a boiling point when Drama was assaulted by Jeezy's crew during the screening of the Notorious B.I.G. biopic Notorious in Atlanta. It got real, bro. It got really real. Jeezy told the Breakfast Club the beef was over. Drama had someone that was managing him, but he was trying to be an artist too. And he kind of got into Drama's ear about a lot of things and just started to build this toxic environment of he said, she said. Oh boy. He continued, I think Drama decided he had to go with them because I think at the time homie had been they muscle or something. I don't know. Something happened at the club. I can't really say, but yeah, it got really bad over time. I came to a point in my life where I just kind of started healing myself because I had a lot of trauma things and I just started working on myself and I think Drama was doing the same thing. Over time we just kind of came back together when they when the guy got out the, of their business. So I just kind of feel like both just we just grew and changed our surroundings. Jeezy went on to say that tensions got so heated that he used to show up at Drama shows to intimidate him and Ti. But I love Drama and I truly appreciative of the history we got and the relationship that we built because it just feels good to see your partners winning, Jeezy said. DJ Drama's link up with Jeezy comes shortly after the Gangsta Grills aficionado worked with Simba for his recent Results Take Time project. The legendary DJ has also got a new Snoop Dogg Gangsta Grills mixtape out in the world called I Still Got It, which arrived the day before the Jeezy tape on October 30th. No, October 20th, excuse me. He also dropped a new project with NBA Youngboy called Ma I Got a Family. Drama additionally had a good night at the 2022 BET Hip Hop Awards last month, taking home an award for DJ of the Year, his first award in almost a decade. Aside from Snowfall, Jeezy also recently hopped on ESTG's new song, The Realest, and the duo even performed the track at the 2022 BET Hip Hop Awards. All right, so here it is right there, man. All right, all right, let's get into um okay. So the Rolling Loud thing. Okay, this is pretty recent though, but I don't think I'm gonna get into it. I'll save this for another time. I want to get to um I'll say this for another time. I'm gonna get to Tipsy Scoop. So been saving this for a while, and I've been hearing about it actually. So I figured I could just bring it to you, which is the NYC Boozy Ice Cream Spot. So of course this is um so this is according to the Tipsy Scoop website. So rich history, family tradition. So my great grandfather Archil moved from his small mountaintop town of Penisico, Italy, to Glasgow, Scotland. He made ice cream at home and sold it from a pushcart as he walked the city streets. Eventually, he opened his own ice cream shop and brought his sons into the business. The family business continued with my great grandfather, Giovanni, who opened several of his own shops around Glasgow in the 1900s. My great grandfather, Federico, continued the family ice cream tradition and opened shops throughout Scotland and England, and eventually became the president of the Ice Cream Alliance of Great Britain. Okay, so following in the ice cream tradition, I began to experiment with putting a modern boozy twist on ice cream. I wanted to combine the best of both worlds and infuse traditional ice cream flavors with different liquors. I finally perfected the recipes and came up with creamery, tipsy, and delicious treats. And now in the family tradition, Tipsy Scoop. Yes, so this is kind of crazy. Yeah, this is pretty interesting though, man. This is pretty interesting. So yeah, I suggest you guys check that out. Um, what else? What else can we talk about here? I think that's about it, man. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna say that Royal Live in Toronto for another time. I want to wrap up actually, if I may. Actually, I want to wrap up here. So that's gonna do it for episode 197. You like what you heard in today's episode or any previous episodes whatsoever, please feel free to make a charitable donation to my Cash App, which is $G Money Stacks 555. That's capital G, lowercase MONEY, capital S, lowercase TACKZ 555. You don't have to have a lot of money to show moral support. It's all about doing the best you can on whatever amount of money you decide to donate will be appreciated. And now we're going to go into the last segment of the night as a wrap up right here. And this is going to be stream choices on the go. Let's go. Y'all know what to do. You like what you heard? Feel free to show some love by following Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast on Instagram, alongside with my other shows that I do on a weekly basis, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, the Sports Edition show, and the review show, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast. And also you can follow me on the gram too, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. Yes, I know everybody keeps saying that the username is long, but I ain't want no small cheesy username, man. Fuck that shit. anyway, man, turn on your notifications on when each episodes are going to be dropping. This episode right here is going to be dropped tomorrow on every streaming platforms whatsoever. I will drop it tomorrow night. So stay tuned for that one right there. And now you can go to the link in bio where it says linktree/G Money Stacks, and it's gonna have all the audio streaming platforms on there as well. And it's gonna have the page where you can leave your voice message on anchor.fm/G Money Stacks. When you click on there, you're gonna see the word message. You leave your voice message on there based on your thoughts on what you thought about the topics, all that other great stuff whatsoever. And of course, like I said, I put up I had recently put up something in the Insta story in regards to leaving a voice message in regards to the 200 episode. You listeners out there that's listening and watching on YouTube, you are more than welcome to actually leave a voice message in regards to the 200 episode. I know a good friend of mine, Sean from the Sensibly Cynical podcast, who actually reached his 200 episode, along with the other podcast shows that actually reached their 200. I'm about to reach my 200 anyway, so you know what I'm saying. So, you're more than welcome to leave a voice message on there. So there you have it right there. And speaking of Anchor, that's where we're going to start with, which is Anchor, Audacity, Audible, Audio Burst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Reason FM, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, and be sure to leave a 5-star rating on Podchaser alongside with Podfriend and alongside with if you have iTunes or Apple Podcasts, and if you have Spotify, make sure you leave a 5-star rating on there as well. That'll be appreciated. You can also listen to Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York podcast on episodes on Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the #1 app for music, radio, and podcasts. Be sure to follow my other 2 shows that's on iHeartRadio as well as the other stream platforms that I just mentioned just now, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, the Sports Edition show, and of course there's Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast review show already on there as well. And make sure you subscribe. And speaking of subscribing, make sure you grab that subscribe button on the YouTube channel of my channel, which is G Money Stacks 555 on there, which is the same as my Cashapp, by the way. Click on the noti bell so you can be reminded when the show goes in the air via live stream, alongside with leaving a like and a comment along with the episodes, more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes. Download these episodes, listen, stream, watch these episodes, do some catching up. Also share the videos, share the episodes, and of course, tell a friend to another friend. Word of mouth is important. And of course, share the podcast along with the link that says linktree/GMoneyStacks555 on there with your wives, your husbands, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your friends, and the people you cool with from work and all that great stuff right there. Now, that's going to do it for me. I'm wrapping up this show right here. I'm G Money Stacks. Thank you very much for listening and tuning in and rocking with me on the 197th episode of this New York podcast platform right here, titled episode Tipsy Scoop. Make sure you check out that website that I just mentioned. Check out the place in the New York. If you're in the New York area, check that out. Ice cream with liquor. I mean, it's not a bad combo right there, though, if you really think about it, though, man. But it is pretty interesting. So check out Tipsy Scoop and their website. All right. Actually, let me just give you the website. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's give you the website right there. So the website for Tipsy Scoop is tipsyscoop.com. All right. So it's going to have a whole list of flavors and all that other great stuff right there. So all the things in the menu right there, you can check out for yourself. All right. And, and of course, remember the grind doesn't stop, man. Hard work pays off. New York wasn't built in a day. There's no shortcuts. You wanna do something. You wanna be able to get something. You have to earn it by being the best hardworking person you could be. I don't really understand the whole idea with working smarter, which is very difficult. It may not work for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I believe in the idea that if you want something, you got to work hard for it in order for you to earn it. it has to be earned because it's not everything's not going to be given to you on a silver platter. You know what I'm saying. So let me just finish this though, man. For the most part, find your voice, follow your dreams, be confident in your voice and behind the microphone, creatively speaking, and of course, find something that clicks to you, that makes you happy mentally, physically, and spiritually, and be on your P's and Q's with um with what gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. And yeah, and there you have it right there. Don't let anybody stop you from telling you what you can and can't do. So just do you, and be the best human being you could be. Period. I'm off this shit. Thank you very much for listening. Peace and one love. And you'll have this episode by tomorrow. Peace and one love. Good night, folks.